Okay, live. All right. Oh, Victor, how's it going? Almost immediately. Okay. ¿Cómo estamos? ¿Estamos bien? Porque todavía estoy esperando por mi ¿cómo se dice? Badge por Lightbox y todavía no llegaron y me estoy pensando ¿qué pasó? ¿Te olvidaste? ¿Te perdiste el badge? Okay, I can fix this. I can fix this. I have a lead. Come on, Lord. Okay, so in case you were wondering, this is Casca from Berserk. This is going to be added to, this is going to be added to, give me a second, this. This behemoth of a poster right here. It's all about, it's all about making a big homage to Kentaro Miura's Berserk. I thought, for years I was a huge fan of Dave Raposa. Granted, I do glaze him a lot on this stream, which is embarrassing, but it's true. Um, Basically, I wake up, Jacob, wake up. At first, this was going to be a simple, clean, fan art. Just like make it very, very compact, very small. Put some villains here, some supporting characters there. Bada bing, bada boom. We're done. Then we move on to the next one. But yeah, no. Then I thought, yeah, this isn't. It's like compositionally, this isn't exactly like the best way to go. It's like you don't give like this kid, don't give Skull Knight room to breathe. I can't. Griffiths doesn't exactly have like any gravitas here, he's just standing there. Like give him something to interact with. Like it's basically kind of like a montage poster that you see in the movies, you know, like anything Drew Struzan would make. You know, Drew Struzan is also another legend in the art industry. He's most famous for his posters, and he did Blade Runner, Goonies. He did Hellboy in the early 2000s. He was a goat. He was a greatest of all time. I used that word wrong, but you know, I used that word wrong, but trust me, I'm not as old as you think. I'm 25. I'm 25. I'm old enough to play a high schooler in a Netflix drama, but I am too young. No, I'm just young enough to play a high schooler or a college kid in some like dumb Netflix drama, but I am too old to be in Epstein's Island. So, you know, it's a little dark humor for you. If you're new here, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 100. And so far, I don't know, I've been hard stuck at 90. It's hard. I cannot wait for the next payday. I have student debt to get rid of, and the interest has been slowly but surely catching up. And I'm scared. I'm scared, you hear? I'd like to be freed. Free from our education system. I'd like to be able to save up money and spend it on, and like put it away on my savings account and spend it on mentorships and tickets. And go to the art students league whenever I want, as much as I want, without having to worry about budgeting. Okay, so Big Toe, how's it going? How's your day? No response? Alright. I'll just keep on painting then. Alright. I'd like to get more into working out. I don't know. Oh, spending your money responsibly, I see. No, not really. No, not really. Man, I did spend. Just ate some pasta. Nice. Same. Samesies. I ate some Alfredo. Ate some Alfredo, and, now I'm here, painting away, trying to or my chats, I don't know. Trying to paint the existential angst away. Not really. And who is this you're drawing? Oh, okay, Casca. I thought I explained it first. Basically, she's supposed to be a part of this. I am drawing guts And then I'm drawing Guts over here. This is Skull Knight over here. This is Griffith. I'm putting Casca over here. And then I think later on I'm probably gonna have to put Puck, you know, somewhere over here. Or maybe like interacting with Casca. And then essentially I'm gonna put Zod here. Now, you haven't read Berserk, I assume, and you're like, who are all these people? Well, you'll find out over time as I paint. But right now, I'm trying to, get this done. Reach a goal. Need to work on how the clothes operate with the body. Okay, so let's go for Casca. Okay, so it's brown. She needs to look beaten, she needs to look battered, she needs to look traumatized. Because that's what has happened to her. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad what happened to Casca. Basically, spoiler alerts if you haven't read the manga yet, but essentially, she was part of the band La Hawk, and she, over time, from a very young age, has essentially had a very close relationship with the people in the mercenary band, including the leader named Griffith. But over time, she and the mercenary band met. Give me a second. This guy, Guts. At first, she fucking hated him, but over time, as Guts began to mature, and as Guts became more self-aware of his life, and he got into a position where, like, he didn't have to fight for anything he had. he started to realize, hey, what's my dream? Am I just here to, am I just here to help Griffith, um, get to his dream, you know? Because at some point, after carrying out a hit for Griffith, he is like, he goes to tell Griffith that he's done it, but then he overhears from this guy, Griffith, that it's like, I can't respect anyone who doesn't have a dream or aspiration of their own. And so he decides, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go do that. And he quits. And at first, Griffith tries to stop him through a duel, but Guts ultimately wins. And then he leaves. And then, of course, time has passed. Things get insanely worse for the Band of the Hawk. And then, essentially, Griffith gets captured, tortured. Like, he can't even hold the sword anymore. You can see, bits of his skin. You can see bits of his, you can see bits of exposed muscle on his body. It's really bad. And over time, through Guts coming back and helping Casca, lead the Band of the Hawk, they fall in love. And Griffith sees that, and he sees that it's like, holy shit, I'm losing control of the Band of the Hawk. They're all following him. They're all following Guts. It's like, not only am I denied my dream, but I can't, it's like my power is just waning from me because of this guy. No, it wasn't like, it's not because of this guy. Like, it's essentially, it's like, and Griffith at one point tries to, run off and kill himself. And then that's when the eclipse comes. And Griffith has this thing called the Behelit. Now, the Behelit is an ancient artifact, basically kind of like an red egg with a face, that essentially people can summon the God Hand with and make a deal to become like a monster or a demon. And to do that, they have to sacrifice people that they care for to do so. And Griffith just does that. He sacrifices the entire band of the Hawk. They get mercilessly slaughtered and eaten by demons. In Casca, at first, she gets, gang SA'd by a couple demons. Guts kills some of them, but then over time, Griffith, not over time. It's like, then Griffith goes through his transformation, and then, he descends upon Guts and Casca, and he sexually assaults Casca right in front of Guts. Basically, like, she violates her in front of the person that she loves. And it's psychologically too much for her to deal with, so she essentially kind of like dissociates. Or it's not, well, I don't think it's too much. I think it's so terrible that she's essentially she's in a catatonic state, and she's has this personality where she's not even her anymore, and she just doesn't like being touched. And it's really sad. Over time it does get better, but because over time it does get better because essentially Guts along the way meets new people, witches, wizards, knights, and they help him reach Fantasia, and the two witches magically go into Casca's mind and free her from the mental torment that the eclipse has brought upon her years and years ago. But she can't look at Guts. She's fine, but she can't look at Guts, because if she does, then she will immediately start to see the horrors that she's endured. And it's really tragic. It's really, really tragic. So that's the long story short of what happened to Casca. And just to make matters worse, right as as she gets better, you know, Griffith kidnaps her again and brings him back to his kingdom. You know, so when a new war arc starts up and the Cushions go up against Falconia, yep, dang indeed. When the new war arc starts up and the Cushions, yeah, you have to read it. You need to read it if you want to understand. When the Cushions start the war against Falconia, Guts is going to be their secret weapon, and I hope Guts kills Griffith. It's like, at this point, dude has done too much. He needs to die. And you might ask, who's Griffith? This guy, right here. This guy. He did it. He sacrificed him. He violated Casca. Which is kind of strange, because, well, it's like, you're essentially Batman, and you're in this skin-tight black suit. How can you do that? What, is there a hatch? I don't get it. But in the end, it doesn't matter. I don't need to get it. All that matters is Griffith needs pay. Griffith needs to pay for his awful actions. He must be forgotten. His kingdom must crumble. Yes, dang. Scared of that man now? Yeah. You know, read the book. Read the book. BV Studios, how's it going, my man? How's it going? Welcome. That's the level of trauma you give your OCs? Psh. Respectfully, that's nothing. I put my original character through the ringer. Mr. Acid, glad for you to join us this fine evening. How's it going, BV Studios? This is what I've been working on. All of this. Now, of course, I want to turn it into this. This has become like a more. You're not doing so great right now? Nah, that sucks. What happened? What do I do to my OCs? I'm scared. You'll find out. When I crowdfund my book, you'll find out. You're gonna find out, boy. Yes, I've showed them in multiple streams. And I'm not gonna show them again. You know what? You know what? Okay, I am gonna show them again. I'm a hypocrite. Okay, so Art station. 1. Gotta download this real quick. Reference, new folder. Okay, so this is going to be real quick because I can't abandon my post. Okay. Here you go. Can you see it? How do you keep gaining subs so fast? Man, quit rubbing it in. You're at 350. I'm hard stuck at 90. It's ridiculous. But in all seriousness, congratulations. These are my OCs. Basically, this is Alfonso. This is basically the priest who moonlights as a lucha libre fighter. And then this is Mateo. He is an immortal monster hunter who used to fight in the Crusades. And this is Count Dracula. Now, basically, you have a ton of OCs? I bet you do. No, stop. That looks good? Well, thank you. Thank you. You posted about them before, though? Okay. Essentially, he is teaming up with him to essentially protect his orphanage from the forces of darkness. These people right here. Vampires. At first, he became a luchador to essentially feed the children in his orphanage. But now, he's essentially doing this to protect. He's essentially kind of like, teaming up. He's living a double life, kind of. Or a triple life. Basically, he's a priest, luchador, vampire hunter. And, he's been through a lot. Your mom's home? This is awkward. I don't know, hopefully things are okay. But basically just, I've been working on the script. I haven't finished it yet, but I will. And the end is really tragic. But it's kind of a bittersweet ending. Is what I'm hoping for. Anyway, for the trauma that I gave him, it's similar to Guts. It leaves him with this anger, this need for revenge, this rage. And that's his greatest weakness, and that will be his undoing. Okay. I remember those days, having my mom be pissed at me. It's like, damn. I did all this classwork, everything, just to have her be mad at me anyway. That's interesting. I have some unresolved resentments towards school. Okay. So, she's going to be over here. I'm going to need N5. Wow. Welcome. Okay, so, and we're back to 4. I jinxed it. I jinxed it! And I mean, the book. I don't know. I think it's. I won't. I won't go too much into his backstory for here, but there will be like if things go well. Hey, don't worry about being the best writer. Just do it. It doesn't have to be good. It just has to exist. I think we're too precious with our ideas. We kind of like overthink ourselves into inaction, and you know, that's not what's gonna help us. Like for example, if it's like right now I'm streaming, right? One of my friends' writing style is epic, but whenever he sends me OC lore, I just text back, I ain't reading that. Alright. Well, that's. I don't know what to say to that, man. He writes like almost a page worth of lore. Yeah. That's awesome. You should like at least reread some of it. Like your friend's obviously needing some like feedback. Give it to him. And then wait, no, what was I? No, where was I? Oh, right, yeah, of course. I was essentially like, look, you do end up reading it eventually. Okay, that's nice. It's like I'm streaming right now, like, Big Tub, and I could essentially overthink about, you know, it's like, is it the right time? You know, it's like, am I using the right equipment? What about the webcam? It's like, no, you just do it. You just do it. You don't need the fanciest, you know, you don't need a fancy schmancy, you know, you don't need a fancy schmancy setup or have like the best technical skills. I mean, look at Mr. Acid. Dude has like 350 subs. And you know what he does? He just makes OCs. He just makes little drawings and puts out time lapses of it, and people, you know, sub to that immensely. Is it the most fanciest stuff out? Is it the most technically like fancy stuff out there? No. But in the end, he puts work into it. He puts it out there, and he moves on to the next one. You just gotta, I mean, granted, you know, you don't just post speed paints. Well, whatever he does, it's working for him, and he's putting it out consistently. So just put it out there. Don't overthink. Just make art. And whatever happens, happens. Your channel for me is just a hobby? Yep. And this, for me, I don't think it's a job. I don't think it's kind of like I have been working a lot, pouring a lot into it. You're just lazy to fully flesh it out? Well, just start. Like literally. And you know what? Maybe I should follow my own advice when it comes to this, but they just literally just go to your file, go to your Google Doc file, or wherever you have this, have your, you know, OC story saved, and just start typing some words. Type. I'm focusing on improving my art before I start a webcomic. See, nah, come on. You know what? I'm gonna show you a webcomic. One. Look at this. You recognize this? This is One Punch Man. Look how crappy the drawings are. They're not the most technically well done at all. But in the end, it still reached a massive audience. And if you're worried about improving your art before starting your web comic, don't worry about it. Just keep on making it. Crappy but kind of good. That could be you. And over time, God, no. And over time, this was one before. This is him now. Like, there's obvious improvement here. He was way better than when he started. If you want to get better at art, you have no choice but to start your webcomic. You have no choice. Is it just as pretty as Yusuke Murata's art? No. But he was way better than where he was, like, technically, when he started out. Trust me. You gotta do it. Make it. Matter of fact, I'll even put in the link for you, just so you can see for yourself. At RuPaul Don't worry about being good. Just start. And being good will come naturally over time. Don't worry about that. A lot of people they got this dumb confidence to themselves. Like, well, a lot of people who are like successful have this dumb confidence in themselves, where essentially they just, they make something, and is it the best? Okay, good to know. They make something, and they're too, I don't know, maybe dumb to realize that, it's like that they have, like, that the writing isn't exactly as popping as they think it is. But in the end, they're the ones who put themselves out there, and they're the ones who essentially, find success with their works, because that's they put it out there. There's lots of bad movies that get made, and some of these bad movies, they make they make pretty decent money. Motivation shouldn't be the word. You need discipline. You need to show up every day, even when it sucks. For example, so you couldn't make a story with your friends. I mean, it's all right. That's cool. Discipline. It just has to exist, brother. It just has to exist. Your story has yaoi, guys. That's great. That is great. Just make it. Make your gay boy story. One of your stories has some yaoi? Yep. So, like Jacopo, guess what? Okay, what? What is it? Do you have more subscribers? Because if so, congratulations, man. It's great for you, man. That is great. I'm happy that happened for you, man. You may not be working on 4 stories at once. Yeah, you're gonna burn yourself out. You are going to burn yourself out. Five? Yep. And I am willing to bet my bottom dollar you're not gonna see one of them uncompleted. You are burning yourself out working on 4 stories. Ridiculous. None of them are gonna see light of day. Absolutely none of them. You don't work on 2 of them much though. Work on 1 story at a time, my guy. 1 thing at a time. Then again, I should be following my own instructions. I will complete them all just out of spite. Yeah, spite won't help you. You can't just thug your way through burnout because you're pissed. That's not how it works. That don't work. That don't work. Sure. Sure you will. Sure you will, little bro. Sure you will. Guys who can only really lock in at night, you're the busiest at night. You can always try. Yeah, you can try, doesn't mean you can succeed. For example, look at me. I'm trying to get my 91st subscriber. Am I succeeding so far? Not really. I'm trying to find my stylus. I'm trying to complete the Frankenstein concept art, the Warhammer comic art, and this all before or Lightbox. Will I succeed? Odds point to probably not. I'll most likely complete this and maybe put in creature designs of Frankenstein and hope for the best. Jesus Christ, where's the thing? Where's the thing? Oh boy, I'm so tired. But I want to grow, but I just dislike short. I just dislike short. What you draw with Jacob. Matter of fact. Okay. I draw with my phone and your finger. Yep. Infinite Painter sucks, but it gets the job done. What is Infinite Painter? I'd like to try that. Can you make cool stuff with Infinite Painter? I don't know. You can make pretty cool stuff with Microsoft MS Paint. I've seen artists do it. I want to try it. Make a dark fantasy image with MS Paint. Getting tired. Getting weak. The stream must go on. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. as you can hear, things are very much nonchalant in New York. They found me. They found me. They found all the. They found about my tax evasion. Tis very chill here in Ohio. Psh, whatever. Whatevs. You want to draw too, but tired? Me? Psh, nah, man. I ain't tired. Well, okay, fine, I am tired, but I'm still drawing. Work don't stop. Grind don't stop, baby. What, you think I'm just gonna stop? I'm just gonna stop doing what I need to do? Nah. I'm not gonna stop grinding. I'm not gonna stop working towards the goal. I stay hard, both on and off the tablet. That did not sound right. You understand. Sometimes I just look at Dave Raposa and his artwork, and then Paul Dayton, and I think, damn it. Sometimes you gotta put yourself through these deep waters. Sometimes you gotta get yourself wet. Pause. Sometimes life gets hard, but you gotta get harder. You need to grab life by the balls and say, hey, you're not my bitch. I'm not your bitch. You're my bitch. And kiss it gingerly. Don't wet yourself now. I will wet myself. I will wet myself. Because it's part of the grind. I put myself in deep waters. And when you're in deep waters, you gotta get wet. But you wouldn't understand that. Because you're not on my level yet. You're not working hard like I am. You're not working hard like I am, G. Sometimes you gotta come home blackout drunk and then go to life and yell at it like an abusive husband. And when life threatens to leave you, you just tell it that if you leave, bitch, I'll kill myself. And then life starts becoming more complacent, and she'll do what you say, and she'll cut off. Oh my God, this is getting really dark. She'll cut off all communication with her friends and family. See? No, life isn't an abusive husband. I'm an abusive husband. To life. Because I work so hard. Sometimes you got a breadcrumb life. Make life think that you care for it, when in reality, you're using it for selfish purposes, like money, or gratification, or validation. That's what it takes to grind. Grinder. Sometimes, oh God, this is hilarious. Sometimes you gotta make like life is Grinder. You gotta make like a conservative Republican and just crash that bitch. You know what I'm saying? You're at a Republican rally. My wife's not around. Okay, on the Grinder. Just swipe on everything, every man you see, and it's just every other person's doing the same thing, and the next thing you know, Grinder can't. It's like, oh my God, there's so many closeted gay men. I can't do this, and it shuts down. It's like, no. How will I see Ramon again? Yeah, exactly. And when your wife comes to you and finds out everything you've been doing, and with tears in her eyes goes, how can you say that you love me and marry me and then allow other men to bend you over? And you look at her and scream, shut up, bitch! Nobody's bending me. Nobody's bending me over. It's like, oh, so you're the top? It's like, and you can't say anything because it's absolutely true. And then she divorces you and takes the kids. But whatever. She's just she's just being a woman right now. She doesn't understand that it's not gay if you're drunk. It's not gay. Wait, so anyone see that new Silent Hill game that takes place in Japan? That looks pretty cool. You were talking about grinding. Now I'm talking. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Because I'm hard. And I work hard. I stay hard like David Goggins. And I'll keep grinding, no matter what my wife says. And she better not leave me. Okay, so this is almost done. Actually, no, hold on. I don't even know myself. Psst, yeah, exactly. I'm on a different level. I'm on a new level. This is grinding to the max. Alright, where does she go? Obviously over here. Grinding hard. They call me the grinder. I just take souls, bro. I stay hard. I keep on working hard. Alright, fine. Go ahead, watch your precious Mr. Puzzle. I don't care. No, that's just kidding. It's Freaky Friday. You know what? No, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. You know what? No, I'm gonna say it. Have you seen what's her face from Scream? She was in Freaky Friday. She was the mom. Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis in that new Friday trailer. It's like, oh my, oh lordy lord, oh my lord. I didn't know she was moving like that. I just gotta say. How? It's Freaky Friday. You know, it's like Jamie Lee Curtis is like in her like 70s, and yet she's hotter than what's her face? I keep on forgetting. She's hotter than Lindsay Lohan, which is wild. Jamie Lee Curtis is like literally in her late 60s. That doesn't make any sense. Why do I have a bigger crush on Jamie Lee Curtis than the 40-year-old who still looks good for her age? It makes no sense, bro. No sense whatsoever. I just don't understand. Are you for real? Yes, I'm for real. Bro, Jamie Lee Curtis, look. Bro, have you seen her when she's promoting Freaky Friday? The meme? I mean, come on. Come on, my guy. Come on, buddy. I'm pretty sure Mr. Big Toe's talking about me. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't understand. Literally, like, Lindsay Lohan has had some work done. She has tried to, you know, make herself more attractive through plastic surgery to make herself seem younger. And yet, Lindsay Lohan, none of that. She's doing none of that. And all she does, all she does is come on with, no, all she does is come around with a denim jacket and a hairdo, and more men are talking about Jamie Lee Curtis. No, she's not. No. More men are talking about. It's like it's funny. Life is funny. Life is something. No facelift, no plastic surgery, nothing. I mean, I'm just saying. So if you looked at a picture of Jamie Lee Curtis and a pic of Lindsay Lohan, you'd say that Jamie Lee Curtis is hotter. It depends. It depends on the picture. But look, the context. You need to check out the context, okay? There is a video called "A Special Message" from Jamie Lee Curtis on Freaky Friday. Like, I'm serious. Just. I just gotta. It's dude. Jamie Lee Curtis in that denim jacket, in that hairdo, cleavage as far as the eye can see. I don't know. I'm just saying. So far, Jamie Lee Curtis, she's piqued my attention more. You're looking it up right now. Jamie Lee Curtis, Freaky Friday 2025 ad. Dude, do it. Do it. You will understand. You will understand me. You will understand me. Look it up right now. Jamie Lee Curtis, special message, Freaky Friday. I am serious, my guy. You will never be the same. And you know what? While I'm at it, Nancy Pelosi would. Hold up. They tell you find it. What the hell? Why do I see it? Yes! 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 I am not weird. I think I get it now. Bro, welcome. Welcome! Yes. Dude. Like, come on. Come on. You're telling me, you're looking at that, you wouldn't risk it all? You wouldn't risk it all with Jamie Lee Curtis? Man, I mean, then again, Jamie Lee Curtis was pretty hot back when she was young. Yes. Only from that vid, though. Yes, of course. Jamie Lee Curtis only from that vid? Would. Absolutely. I would ditch Lindsay Lohan for Jamie Lee Curtis. But, I don't know. I mean, if Lindsay Lohan had it like, Jamie Lee Curtis, it'd be close. It'd be close. But I'd still go for Lindsay Lohan. See, also, like, Christina Hendricks. Oh my god, dude. Then again, enough about me being a giant, being a giant, You saw the thing we're talking about? Oh my god, no. What have I done? What have I done? Mr. Acid, you weren't supposed to see that. We have traumatized Mr. Acid. Mr. Acid he is no longer the same. Simp? Maybe. Who knows? Maybe simping worked back in the day. No, probably not. Man, Jamie Lee Curtis. I mean, it's too late. Granted, it's been a couple. It's been a couple weeks, and I don't really care about the Freaky Friday movie. Like, yeah, it was big back in like when I was like 5 or 6, but I don't really care about it anymore. I never really did. I kind of hated that movie, because essentially it's like I had to, I was forced to watch it with my female family, like my sister or my family relatives. I don't want to watch that. I want to watch Spider-Man. This is lame, dude. But shit, if Jamie Lee Curtis was like that the first movie, oh yeah, no, I'd pay attention. It's like, yes, Freaky Friday. It's like, I thought you hated Disney Channel original movies. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And then like Jamie Lee Curtis comes out in that low cut denim jacket, and my parents are like, "Oh, I get it now." And I would just be like this drooling. It's like, yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis. Tomorrow I'd show up to school, and like, I don't know, like there was this girl back in my elementary school. It's over. I was 5. She was 2. Jacob would, yes, I would. Who knows? Maybe I'll walk away with it being a homeowner. I'll walk away with something new. Or something valuable, like a home or assets. Maybe I know what to write off in my taxes. I'd show up to elementary school. Any of the girls that I would like, you know, my elementary school girlfriend, quote unquote, because I was like 5, I didn't know what I was doing. Will come up and be like, "Hey, Jacob," and I was like, "Hi," just, I wouldn't I wouldn't be paying attention. I'd just be looking at the picture of Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis, be my wife. When the teachers would ask, "Hey, what do you want to do when you grow up?" Be Jamie Lee Curtis's husband. And then, okay, have fun with that, Mr. Acid. Go ahead and rage bait your family while you still have them. It's gonna be fun. Alright, so you need to read it too? Be right back. No, don't abandon me. I need to speak. Or else what am I gonna do with what's inside my mind? No! Alright. So okay, so how do I fix this? I don't want her face to look, it's like I don't want to make her look too haggard. Cuz Casca is still she's still very beautiful in the movie. Maybe if I could just minimize the highlights in her around her mouth and nose and make it more smooth, then that could help. She needs to look a certain way for it to work. I don't know, maybe traumatized, sad Casca isn't the way. Maybe like original badass Casca. Maybe that's the way. That's the move. Then again, I don't know. I want this to be raw. Not raw, but like I want this to be sad. I want this to be like dark fantasy. I was standing in my room and my brother patted my shoulder while yapping about what he's working on. Alright. And what is he working on? I'm kind of curious now. And could you tell your brother to subscribe to me? Get me past this 90 sub rut. Because right now, I'm stuck. I can't move. I'm immobile. I'm immobile. I'm just kidding. What's your brother's sub? No, what's your brother's art? What's he doing? He's making a deck of cards for something. Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. I'd like to see it. You could do it. Damn. Could be fun. I think making the cards will be fun. Yeah, make them. You're young. Make them while you still have time. It'll also get you in the habit of finishing things, because that's something I still have trouble with a lot. And I want to be professional, so that's kind of like, how am I going to square that peg hole? Today was a free day for us. I remember when I had those days. Free day. You know what? Free days when you're 25, that's essentially just unemployment. I have a free day. Nah, you're just unemployed. It was like that in school. Put down the... Okay. Number 6. Okay. Put down the yearbook, little bro. Characters. Okay. One of the characters who's referred as Bat, Rat, and Eve. Don't know his real name at 1.4. Took a piece of broken bottle and put it into a man's hand and forced his hand shut. Damn. That's brutal. That is brutal. What did he do to make him that mad? What did that man, what did he do to make Rat that mad? they were just trying to get info on the. Ah, no, it sounds like he was mad. That's something I would do to someone if it really got me angry. That's like you killed my mom or you banged my girlfriend territory. He still wanted the man dead. And what did he do to make him that mad? What, did he slap his mom? Did he piss on his grandma's china? He wanted the man dead. It seems like he was pissed. That's just excessive, bro. That is just excessive. Insanely excessive. Alright, so we are 89 minutes in. If you enjoy what you see, please like and subscribe. Help support an artist in this very brutal attention economy. We are at 90. Help us get to 100. Please. Please. You get hit with a ball? Yeah. Happens. It happens. Just gotta walk that off. Walk that off. I remember when that happened to me. I didn't even flinch. I was zoned out by listening to Check Hatsune Miku by BBNO. My favorite BBNO song is, my favorite Baby No Money song was the one he did with Charlie. That is fun. Fun thing to listen to while you're on your commute. Wes Anderson. C'est la vie. It's a pretty nice song. Yep. I gotta really focus on. And I'm back to hating myself again. Jesus Christ. I barely drew anything today. This isn't like me at all. Well, we have those days. But you gotta get back on the horse. You gotta get back on that horse. Get back on that horse, keep on drawing. Motivation don't matter. Motivation don't matter. It's all about discipline, brother. There are days where I'm just so tired and I don't want to get up here and stream. But I do it anyway because in the end, I know that I have a goal in mind. And that goal is to get 1% better every day. That goal is to essentially finish something that people enjoy. Crazy work convention? I'm down. Spill the tea, brother. Spill the tea, says. Spill the tea. Yeah, no, but seriously, just keep working at it, man. Discipline, no, the motivation comes and goes, you know? But really what happens is just, it's really discipline is what's gonna get you through the finish line, you know? It's like, imagine like you're a new stand-up comedian. You're very inspired by the works of Shane Gillis and Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, stuff like that. And you want to get out there. Well, first off, you're going to have to basically do some open mic nights. And when you're doing some open mic nights, you're gonna bomb. You're gonna bomb ass. You're either gonna get at best silence and at worst heckling. And after a bad set, your motivation to get up there, it's just gonna you know, just go down. But you know, you keep on going. You keep on writing new material. You keep on going, doing new sets. Sooner enough, you're gonna get something that gets a chuckle. And soon enough, you know, you get to essentially make a new, put that in your act. Then, you know, you start getting slowly better and better and better. You start coming up with better material that gets people laughing. And then over time, you'll have an entire, like, you'll have like a 2 minute set, and then you'll have a 5 minute set. Then you'll be able to do 10 minutes, half hour. Then you'll be funny enough to basically make a full hour. There's gonna be a lot of pain to get there though. A lot of pain to get there. But through persistence and discipline, you'll get there eventually. And you're gonna have to make some sacrifices. You know, it's like you're gonna I gotta get the story word for word for the full experience. Okay. Can't wait. Like, for example, maybe like try and, like, I don't know, like, look at how you're spending your time, right? Like, if you want to draw more, if you want to get better at drawing, look at how you're spending your time. Like, take out a specific set of time for you to essentially get better at what you're doing. Like, you know, it's like, hey, what can I cut to get more time to draw? Maybe I should, instead of like spending an hour watching Mr. Puzzle videos, maybe spend 20 minutes and then spend the rest of the 40, you know, doing like life drawings, going on quick poses, you know? It's very simple. Well, not very simple. It's easier said than done, but you get my drift. You get my drift. You barely watch. Okay, then I don't know. Whatever. What other form of procrastination that you do? Because a lot of people give up. They give up before they even try. For example, actually, no, I'm not going to say it. I live streamed for about like an hour every day recently. Yes. And I live stream for 2 hours, twice a day. But you know what? You know, maybe I should have said that. Maybe I should have said that. That's, you know what? Fair enough. That is pretty disciplined. Never mind. But still, you know. Just some advice. Just some advice. You only have so much time on your phone every day? Yeah, my bad. You know what? I don't really know your life. I'm just gonna say. Parental settings. Okay. Okay. I guess. Okay. So I guess yeah. Okay. You got your time. I guess you got your time sorted out. I don't know. Wait, hold on. Nah, I got you on one thing though. How about how about how about sleeping? You spend so much time up. What happened to that? Come on, bro. That bro, huh? Yeah. Yeah, sleeping. You know, we don't talk about my sleeping habits. Yeah, I got you now, boy. I got you now, boy. What's up? Let's talk about your sleeping habits. Your circadian rhythm is so effed up. My love life's like, damn, need some help? Baboosh. Hmm. I think I should give her long hair, right? Oh, come on. You were up pretty late last night. Hmm. You know what? Okay, okay. You know what? Fair enough. Seems like you got everything. It was one night. Oh, fine, fine. You got your life set up. Calm down, calm down, Mr. Acid. Seems like you got control of everything. Spending your time responsibly. All right, you're better than most people, I guess. For now, all right. I'm gonna I'm gonna crack my toes and walk around. I know all my brothers they have time because they're in school. Yeah, so I don't know how I spent this time. Alright, alright. Ken. No. It's not up. Yeah, me neither. Just gotta work on this. You're tired? You should sleep by now? Yeah. Go ahead. You don't feel like it? Alright. It's your life. I don't think this is a good. Yeah, I should study tomorrow. Let's see how it would look. Actually, I'd like to test this out. Copy. Nice. Nice. I tried entering an art contest. That wasn't even in the honorable mentions, dude. That hurt my ego real bad. That hurt my ego, bro. Hurt it real good. But, you know, dust myself off. Said fuck 'em. Kept on going. I'm happy you managed to, you know, get a W. That's nice. I don't get that. Okay, let's see how this looks. Looks flipped over. The worst part. Oh God. No. Oh no. Oh no. Ah. It looks awful. All right. Time for me to fix this. Time for me to fix this. Plastic surgery this. Jesus fucking, where do I even start? You know what, we're already in the rendering stage. You know what, before we put this in, the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Take this out. I need some reference for this. We'll fix this. Somehow. God. Filter. No. No. Cancel. We'll fix this. This is what I get for not studying. This is what happens when you don't study every day. You become like me. A fool. A desperate fool. Desperate to fix a broken drawing with broken a drawing with a broken foundation. This is terrible. This is bad. This is so bad. What is it? What is it, Mr. Acid? I got a notification. The story's really long if you're willing to hear it. Sure. I'm in the midst of trying to paint or fix this. This is bad. I'm performing reconstructive surgery on this. This is absolutely weird. Not good. Not good. C'est très mal. C'est muy malo, hermano. Alright. Oh, wait. Okay, turns out, my... Okay, turns out my badge is in a parcel locker in a post office where I live. I need to find it. If I could just find a map. I'm gonna need to find it tomorrow. If that's the case. Because I really spent a lot of money to get those tickets. I don't know, it wasn't a lot of money. It was like $200, but still, I gotta get my money's worth, dude. Okay, Jesus. It's a good thing I made. Oh, wait. It was after September 1st. You have to grab it day of. Jesus Christ. That's the case that I may be cooked. I just expected to have them in my mailbox. I didn't expect for this to be for them to have it put in a parcel locker. I hope they still have it. It's been quite a few days. It's been 11 days. Okay, so tomorrow I'm gonna have to look for my badge. Okay, so Breezy, some night shift, steak and shake, working at he's only okay. There was a woman, she was in labor, but she still wanted fast food. Damn. And the worst part is, this. And the worst part is, they still won't give you a raise. They still won't give you medical insurance. Well, I figured out something bad. Have to pick it up day of? Jesus Christ. You know what, Christ. Okay, so tomorrow I'm gonna be frantically looking for a parcel box, because apparently we have those now. Parcel locker. It's like we can't just like. They can't just deliver it directly to my mailbox. Apartment 4D, yes. I mean, hold on. Do we have a parcel box? We have a parcel box. You know what? God damn it. This is bad. This is really, really bad. Alright. You know what? Hold on. What was that thing ordered? God damn it. Okay, you know what? It seems like I have to end this early. My apologies. I have just figured something out. And thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. You could have been anywhere, but instead you chose here. That is high praise. That is a high honor. Thank you, especially in this attention economy. I give you a kiss. I love you all consensually. No, not consent. Oh, no, platonically. Platonically. Yeah, something came up. Give me a second.